This is my persuasive speech, talking about teaching your kids the right way. We've all seen it, the young child in Walmart wanting a toy or candy and not being able to have it. This causes them to throw a tantrum in the middle of everybody. The parent becomes embarrassed and eventually gives the child what he or she wants. A large part of you wants to punish the child for acting so intolerable, but some parents would agree to give the child what they want so they can avoid this matter. This is the different parenting strategies that not only shape our child's future, but also their mental stability in the future. Of course, all children have been raised differently and all have different attitudes caused by various parenting strategies. Children raised by different strategies all have different outcomes on behavior. But in some cases they can all turn out to be a well-rounded individual no matter the strategy. The different types consist of the well-known tough love parenting strategy, the laissez-faire, and the disengage strategy. Although based on these strategies, all children can turn out to have a good outcome. But using a tough love approach can increase your child to have crucial qualities that are needed to become a successful and well-rounded individual. Laissez-faire is a French term meaning to let people do as they please. In this approach, the parents avoid providing the child with guidance and adequate discipline. In the example of the child getting candy or a toy in Walmart, to avoid the trouble of being embarrassed would be the laissez-faire approach. The permissive parents allow the child to make their own decision based on their own assumptions, and this can also ultimately be defective. This would cause a parent to allow the child to get anything they want in Walmart, as long as they think they want it. Not only can it be defective, but it can also have children have emotional problems. Permissive parents let their child sometimes run the household, which can cause many uproars, conflicts, arguments, battles, and even physical and verbal abuse. Loving your child so much usually causes the laissez-faire approach, and can later cause turmoil within the child. Parents who love their child too much usually don't show discipline, and the outcome would be terrible behavior. The child tends to grow up with "I want it so I have to have it" attitude, which is self-inflicted by the parents due to providing them whatever the child wants. The parents feel they are under consumerist pressure to buy things for them because of how fast technology is advancing, how society thrives to have newer and better things. In today's world, this approach is most commonly used in the U.S. This causes the generation not only just want it all, they expect it all, and know self-assuredly that they deserve it all. They expect life to be easy and, most importantly, entertaining. Generation X was born in 1966 to 1976. They are sometimes referred to as the lost generation, and being exposed to a lot of divorce and daycare. Generation Y were born approximately between 1977 and 1994, and were raised in a single adult income parent family, and have been more involved in family purchases, everything from groceries to new cars. Disengaged parents adopt a hands-off approach and can be neglectful. Some parents become disengaged deliberately, based on a philosophical idea of allowing the child to grow naturally, or being a friend instead of a parent. Few do not follow such philosophies, so much as choose these philosophies that fit their needs. In some instances, American children can be less well educated than their parents. The teachers become the scapegoat for the failing grades. The blame could be put on disengaged parents who allow the children to become rather lazy and cause themselves to actually be disengaged in curriculum that is necessary to be successful. This approach of parenting most of the time is not deliberately chosen. It can be due to a heavy workload schedule or even not being motivated to help their children. All in all, disengaged parenting can overall be emotionally and feels psychologically hard for the child. and might not be shown until years later. With all that said, that brings me to the strategy of tough love parenting. This approach by far is the most reasonable and most valid strategy. This approach is a type of parenting where the child experiences some negative emotion as part of a learning process. There have been various studies such as Demos report in UK in 2009 and also the Millennium Cohort study backing this type of parenting strategy, and that it is successful. The Demos report also shows that children were much better at coping with life's ups and downs and were able to concentrate better. Raising a child, there should be an adequate balance between discipline, support, warmth, and affection. A household with the right mix of discipline found the child was twice the probability of have more rounded character versus the different strategies. Also, children who receive a combination of warmth and discipline have crucial qualities of self-control, empathy, and determination. Not giving a child whatever he or she wishes isn't wrong, but actually is right. When kids get everything and have everything they want as they grow up, they expect more which ultimately can cause depression, because there isn't any more to obtain than what they already have. Tara Colborn, who works with children on their own love of writing, points out, let our children suffer the slings and arrows of responsibility, accountability, and hard work. She further explains, maybe then they will have what it takes to overcome the inevitable disappointments and struggles of adult life. Being just a role model or being a friend to your child isn't always just needed. Being involved and being loved is the two most important parenting skills one should have. For the child to become successful and have vital life skills, there should be a balance between discipline and love. The tough love approach is the best choice when deciding what strategy to use to further the knowledge and charisma of the child from now and years to come. This will cause you to be able to know how to react to the situation of your child acting up in Walmart because he or she wants something. The best input will provoke the best output. Thank you very much. That's my persuasive speech.